These are the best basketball shoes for wide footers in 2023. What's up guys, Vinny here with Sneaker Tweaker and welcome back to another video. As mentioned before, these are the best basketball shoes for wide footers in 2023, and I know that for a fact because I'm a slightly wide footer, and yeah, these fit me perfectly and I did not have to break them in whatsoever. Without further ado, let's get to number 5. And at number 5 we have the Nike Zoom LeBron NextGen. Now I know a lot of people say these are, you know, snug and whatnot, but that wasn't my experience, and trust me, I know when a shoe is snug, and these were not it. These actually were pretty damn accommodating, and I literally had no sort of snug feeling or just constriction or restriction in my midfoot or my forefoot, and normally I do have that whenever a shoe is more snug fitting, and this wasn't it. This is one of my top picks, and this is at number 5, and the fact that it is at number 5 and it's a Nike is pretty damn amazing to me, because I don't know, Nike doesn't really make shoes for wide footers really, and you kind of have to at least take time to break it in, but this is one of those that I did not have to, and that was a pleasant surprise for me, so great for everyone else. At number 4, another surprise, because this brand also makes pretty damn snug shoes, but they are one of my favorite brands just in general right now, and that is the Wade 808-3. Now the 808-3 Ultra is not wide foot friendly at all whatsoever, and it's one of those shoes that always, the 808-2 and the 808-3 Ultra, took me a pretty damn long time to break in just so I can play in those things, and my feet hurt like hell, but I had to do it anyway, you know, for you guys. I do this all for you guys, and you guys need to appreciate that shit. I'm just kidding. But anyway, this one in particular, for some reason, the 808-3 and the 808-2, the regular versions, were one of those shoes that I really didn't have to break in at all. Like, just right off the bat, these things fit nicely, and it just, my toes felt like they had enough room to breathe. They were not just like smushed together, and it was nice. So if you are a wide footer or a slightly wide footer, this is one of those shoes that I would say, you know, you can safely hoop in and not have to worry about it just squeezing and pinching your feet. And lucky for you wide footers, there's more options on this list. At number 3, we have the Puma All Pro Nitro. Now Puma, just like other brands that are not Nike or Way of Wade, great brands, not hating on them, I'm just saying they are not very wide foot accommodating for the most part, but Puma, amongst other brands, is one of those brands that is, and the All Pro Nitro is one of those shoes that not only is it wide foot friendly, but it is a great performer. And that's also the same situation for the other shoes mentioned on this list, is they wouldn't be on this list if they were just wide foot friendly. They're all great performers in their own right, but this list is focused mainly on being accommodating to wide feet, and then you have the other performance factors follow along after that. So those two are great and they're great performers, but this is better fitting and still a great performer. So the All Pro Nitro and just Puma in general is one of those brands that does it right, and it's one of those brands that, like, I honestly have some of the most fun playing in, because I don't have to be like, oh shit, like this is gonna take me a while to break in, and then once it breaks in, then I'm gonna really have fun playing in these shoes. No, just like right off the bat, they're just ready to go. I'm just zooming and booming and scoring and whatnot. You know, these are one of my favorite shoes just because it is a complete package. But this is at number 3, so we have at least 2 more picks. At number 2, we have the Adidas Harden Volume 7. Now Adidas, just like Puma, I guess because they were one brand at one point, is one of those brands that are pretty accommodating to wide footers. They generally are made on a wider last or wider base, but the Harden Volume 7s just overall are a great performing shoe. You get great traction, you get great cushion, but on top of all that, and this is a cherry on top, especially for this list, and you know, pun intended, I guess this is a red shoe, but cherry, whatever, it is a great fitting shoe for wide footers. Now Adidas is also one of those brands that sometimes you generally have to go down half a size just because they do fit a little longer, but even going down half a size, being a wide footer, you're good to go with this shoe. And this is number 2, and there's 2 more shoes on this list. Before we get to number 1, we do have an honorable mention, and that is the Nike Zoom Freak 5. Now, again, pleasant surprise because it is a Nike shoe again on this list, and one of the reasons why I guess this shoe is built the way it is because when they were designing this shoe, and I watched the video of Giannis going and having that meeting, he specifically mentioned that he wanted a shoe that you can just slip right on, and boy, is is that true with this shoe. Like, it's so easy to put on and just so nice and comfortable just right off the bat that it's one of my favorite shoes of this year, and clearly one of the best fitting shoes as far as wide footers of this year. The Zoom line, or I guess the Zoom Freak line, hasn't always been like that. I mean, particularly in most recent memory, the 4 was pretty restricting for me, and it took a little while to break in. It was squeezing my midfoot and my forefoot, but the 5 was completely different and a nice and fun experience. I was able to play in these right off the bat. And without further ado, number 1 is the Puma MB3. Now, the Puma MB3 is one of those shoes that's a complete package for me, honestly. Like, just no BS. You get great cushion, you get great traction, and you get great fit. These shoes are absolutely amazing. I honestly don't know why these shoes get a lot of hate right now. People say, oh, you play in these for a week and then the traction's gone. I played in these longer than a week and the traction is still fully there, pretty damn durable, and this is a solid rubber outsole. And I know there is that stereotype, and it is true with the MB01 and the MB02, the solid rubber outsoles were not as reliable as a translucent, but with the MB03, in my experience, that has changed, and it is absolutely amazing. This shoe has a great setup when it comes to traction, when it comes to cushion, and on this list in particular, it is a great shoe for wide footers. Puma, just like Adidas, like I mentioned, they do generally build their shoes on a wider last, and that helps be more accommodating to wide footers, where if you do want to go true to size and a more one-to-one fit, you don't have to go through the pain of breaking it in order to hoop in those and enjoy it right away. So this one is my number 1 pick for that reason. Now, a lot of people also ask us where we get our basketball socks from. The answer is from Amazon. They come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as 1 pair of Nike Elite socks. The ones we have are these 2 muted colors, which the white one and the black one, and they are quarter length. So if you guys like quarter length, they have them available in that, but they also have them in the high top version. Like I said, they come in a pack of 3 that costs just as much as the Nike Elites, and these are pretty much the same thing, but without the Nike branding. They're cushioned, they're ventilated, and they're amazing socks, and they last a long time. If you guys do want a pair, hit the link in our description down below and go grab yourselves a pack. Not a pair, grab yourselves a pack. This is my list for best basketball shoes for wide footers of 2023. If you guys have a different list, or if you guys have had different experiences with these shoes than I have, let us know that down below. If there are any other shoes you guys would like us to review, again, comment down below. For more content like this, please like, subscribe, and follow. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!